Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. It's been a while. I feel out of the loop, both from trying to stream and trying to talk about FPL. Obviously, did the Scoutcast earlier in the week, so I got a bit of an idea of what's going on. But it's good to see you. I think it's been over a week since the last stream. The good news is there should be a few next week because of the different deadlines and stuff. The bad news is I'm going to have another break again in a couple of weeks. Just life getting in the way, but yes, welcome back. Let's see who's in today. I'm actually as well. If anyone saw the last stream I did, I think it died just as I said it might die tonight. Then it did. I'm actually using the same program as then. It seems to be working. I'm not quite sure why, but fingers crossed it carries on. I already made one transfer this week. Coleman out was an obvious move. Valencia in was probably an obvious transfer in. Is it the best transfer? I don't know. May have gone Ben Davies if I'd heard the Rose news before. What? Oh yeah, what beer? Yeah, it's been that kind of week, etc. So what have we got? Pale ale today. McGargles. I've got three different beers. I think two are IPAs and one's, I don't know, like Vice beer. Just from the old what's it called? I don't know. We'll find it later. And he's always late in his streams. Yeah, that was like 2 or 3 minutes late. I apologise. Thanks for holding on that long. Last question from last stream before it got cut off was about someone's gender. Yeah, I remember that question. It was a bit weird, but at that point I'd had enough. I couldn't bother to get it all sorted. Hey TM, how's it going? Matt, good to see you. Matt's out of the loop, probably less out of the loop than I am. No, this isn't that strong. I think it's only 4.5%, yeah. I was drinking actually, Sai, who's in the chat there, we were drinking like 9.1% IPAs at Weatherspoons. Classy place. The other day. That was lethal stuff. Got Walker in before Coleman's price dropped and now Davies is nailed. That's one of those things though. And I moved a little bit early because Valencia was going to go up and Coleman was going to go down, so kind of similar boat there. How's it going, Remco? El Darrell? Mr. Danny? All the regulars in tonight. Good to see. I thought you might have all abandoned me after hadn't been on for so long. It really does feel like ages. The kind of good thing about this international break, depending on how you look at it, is I pretty much just didn't look at fantasy football for like 5 or 6 days. Like my sister got married, so I went back to England, just drank and didn't really think about fantasy football. But then you come back after a week, you feel like you've forgotten everything. Davies still needs to be shifted before Spurs have a double. That's true, but a lot of people like me have wildcards in play, so Davies is perfect. He's cheap, he's attacking, he's in a good defence, like clean sheets are likely. If you've got a wildcard, you can get rid of him. Rose out until at least the end of April, and there's like 4 game weeks before then. And of course, there's always the chance that Rose doesn't come back. At least doesn't come back in straight away. And to me, it smells a bit like Lamella and Cazorla injuries. They've been coming back a few times this season. Each time it gets put back and gets put back. So we'll see. But short-term punt. Well, I'd be tempted to bring Davies in for a hit, but I just don't need to. Like, I'm not going to play him against any of my players. Costa's a bit annoying. We'll come on to that in a minute. Funes Mori to Davies will probably be my transfer next week. Yeah, so me and Sai have known each other for years, yeah. He lives where I went back for my sister's wedding, so we had a few beers and then a few more. Captaincy. Yeah, there's a lot of people like going for weird captain choices this week, and I don't quite understand it because I think there's still some pretty good ones. I semi get it, like, because there's no standout option. Like Sanchez isn't playing Hull at home, or Mane's not playing Bournemouth at home, or whatever. Lukaku's not got a home match. I can kind of see why, but like Captain and Alonso, I just don't. Yeah. I mean, the dream, you know, Alonso assists, clean sheet, 3 bonus points, and a goal would be awesome. But what's the chances? Is 3-5-2 superior to 3-4-3 now that the likes of Gagliardini, etc. are doubts? Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of like, well, Costa's maybe a doubt as well now, so I'd like maybe Vardy in the front three. It's quite expensive. There's still a few midfielders I need to get into my team. Ali being one, so we potentially could replace some, but I think there's more midfielders I want than there is strikers. Now, Ibra may change that. I mean, that's kind of half my thinking with Costa. I could take him out for a hit for Vardy, just in case Costa doesn't play. Did Conte specifically mention Costa, though? Because he's flagged. Was he flagged before the press conference? I didn't check. Don't think he was. Or do I just not get Vardy, hope Costa plays, and then switch to Ibra next week? I don't know. Who's the obvious captain? Yeah, there's not an obvious captain this week. I think there's still some okay captain options. Like Mane against a depleted Everton side, possibly. Although Lallana's out, which I don't like. Oh, he's been flagged already. Okay, my bad then. See what I mean? Basically, I'm doing this stream tonight to get advice from you guys. I ain't got a clue what's going on. Okay, so he's been flagged this week since the weekend, and then Conte didn't specifically say he was fine, did he? And he said there was 2 or 3 players that he still had to check on, so... Yes or no, will Vardy outscore Lukaku this weekend? It depends what Stoke side turns up, really. But they've kind of kept a few teams to low scores. So I was really up for Vardy, obviously, as you guys know, and like this week I'm just not quite so sure about him. Dinnery says Costa will be fine. Don't know how he knows that. Unless he's got some info I don't. Vardy at home to Stoke, goals, yeah. Do I take Costa out though? He does. He has Man City at home and Man United away in the next 4. And I wish I never got Costa, to be honest, but we'll see. I've got 3 bottles of beer. Maybe after that we'll get rid of him. When am I playing my wild card? Gameweek 35 or 36. If the Arsenal double is in 35, it will almost certainly be that week. If it's in 36, it will depend how bad of a state my team is in after 34. But I'm not probably going to go huge. You're overloaded with 3 Everton assets. Baines, Barkley and Lukaku. Yeah, I don't know about Barkley. I'm not his biggest fan, really. Lukaku, I think you can probably keep. And this is going to sound like awful logic, but because... Now, some of you must be behind in the string. You're still telling me he's been flagged for days. Anyway, you've only got to make it through to like Tuesday, and then both of Lukaku's bad games are gone. And next weekend, he's got a nice fixture, so... Depends how much you think Leicester have improved defensively, I suppose. Would it be stupid if you use your wildcard after the midweek fixtures? Not necessarily, it depends on your team, really. I mean, my team's like similar to last week when people, or was it... Yeah, last week when people were talking about using the wildcard. There's still, like, I need Ali, for sure, at some point. Sooner rather than later. But other than that, I don't know a massive amount of players I'll change. Okay, yes, I got Brunt, Crouch and Funes Mori on the bench who I probably don't, you know, obviously I don't want long term, but I don't have to play them this week, so not a huge rush. Mark got Davies for Valencia. No, I don't think he did. There's no way he's getting rid of Valencia. Unless he needed the money. Oh, unless he needed the money for Son to Ali, possibly. But surely not getting rid of Valencia. I don't buy that. How much do I need to do that upgrade anyway? I looked at this earlier, I was quite far off. 0.9 million. Brunt to a super cheapie. Back to Amat or something like that. I feel it's a bit soon to get rid of Son. I know he's probably not being brought in by anyone at the moment, but could still be potentially playing up front for these 3 nice fixtures. Oh, he took Coleman out for Ben Davies. Yeah, that's fair, really. I want Ben Davies in my team this week, but I just don't really have the need for him this week, so I'll just wait a week. Is Holgate now an option? I don't know really, because they've been playing 4 at the back, haven't they? And he's been playing centre back, right? But have they got anyone else that can play right back? I don't know. I'm not really too up on the Everton back line after the main 4. Because yes, Funes Mori's out, but Jagielka was already playing anyway. Obviously you got Baines left back. I don't know if these guys can play right back. Pennington and Kenny. Maybe it will be Holgate. Fuchs is a good option, yeah. Next couple. Don't know if you'll just want him super long term though. Yeah, okay, yeah, he didn't get rid of Valencia. The others are saying that he got rid of Coleman, which is fair game, really. Will Holgate play right back though? Unless they go back to 3 at the back, maybe, and play like a winger or something at right wing back. Morales? Seems unlikely. You're in a taxi watching the stream. Where are you going, Fozzie? McCarthy has played right back. This is the thing. We just don't know if Holgate's going to play. I don't know if it's worth spending a transfer on him at this point. If you really need the money, then maybe, but this is the guy you've got to be looking at. Ben Davies, 4.8 million. 1.5%. He's a differential playing in one of the best defences in the league. Potentially, or pretty much nailed for the next 4 game weeks. 5 game weeks even. Perhaps even 6. They're saying end of April for Rose. That's 6 game weeks there. Bargain. If you've got a wild card, you get rid of him. Like Ben Davies is a gift to FPL managers. Doesn't get much better than that. Would you do Aguero and Darun, Vardy and Tadic? I quite like those, yeah. Tadic is a bit of an odd one though. He always feels like he's going to start performing and then just doesn't. But much prefer him. Much prefer him to a thingy, Darun. Although obviously Darun's got a double. Holgate is a right back on FIFA. Tadic or Ali in for Coutinho? It's got to be Ali. Ali's like #1 midfield target at the moment, I think. Especially with penalties. And I think he will keep them until Kane gets back now. Unless he misses one. Ali probably #1 target, although how many of you don't have Sanchez and how many are trying to figure out a way to get him in next week? Now, I've got him in. I'm quite glad he's fit. Was really happy when he scored the goal, obviously. Bit worried with the injury. But from next week onwards, he's potentially in the team for the rest of the season then. It depends who goes down for the penalty for Spurs. So that's what they said for that one. Like Ali came out and said he went down, he was like confident, etc. So he took it, but surely now he's got him. Took one and scored. Surely he keeps him. My money would be on him keeping him. Do you know what I mean? If Ben Davies goes down in the box, he's not going to take that penalty. Ali will probably take it again. For me, obviously, the best hope is the Son steps up, but we'll see. Well, yeah, Jansen is probably ahead of him, but is he going to play? I don't know. You have a fully fit team. It's handy after an international break. Yeah, although a bit boring. Yeah, no transfers can seem a bit boring, especially if everyone's making like this week, loads of people would have bought Valencia and etc. So it's always tempting to do it, but 2 transfers is great because you can make 3 then for just -4. It's always handy, or just obviously make 1 or 2 and not spend any points. What happens money-wise if I do Costa to Vardy? Vardy's gone up loads, hasn't he, I bet. It was 9.6 when I was looking at bringing him in. Okay, 9.8, 0.2 million. I have 1.9 in the bank. Oh, look at that. 0.1 million off Son to Ali. That is annoying. How about Ericsson for pens? I think I'm all overthinking it. Ali stepped up, he's confident, he took the penalty. He keeps penalties now for me. Unless, obviously, Janssen or Kane are on the pitch. How would I get an Ibra? Yeah, I'm kind of winging it at the moment. How do I bring an Ibra? I'd probably get rid of Lukaku. Or Vardy. And not get Ibra in straight away. But obviously, the good thing about Ibra is he's had a bit of a break compared to other players. Everton, Sunderland away, I don't know. I don't know if I need him until here. Will I keep him for the second double game week? I don't know, probably. Can afford it with Brunt to Davies. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for this week, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy. Missing the 0.2 from the Crouch transfer a couple months ago. That is so true. I knew that transfer would come back to haunt me. I mean, those 11 points were good though. Like the first 1 or 2 weeks that I earned him. Yes, I've done 1 transfer already. For those that have just joined, I've done Coleman to Valencia. Very boring, very template, but sometimes you just can't ignore the template moves. Why am I not going Sanchez captain? Good question. Very rarely blanks. I don't know, I just don't... I'm still wary of it in a big fixture. Or against a bigger team. 1 assist against Man City in the away game. Nothing against Chelsea away. Where else did he play big teams? Nothing against Man United, nothing against Spurs. Goal and assist against Chelsea. Long time ago that was though. Do you feel that Lukaku won't do much for the next 2 game weeks? I'm a bit worried. I'm a little bit worried about Everton. I mean, I don't think the Liverpool fixture's that bad already. I don't think they're going to score many against United though, to be honest. I mean, there's people looking at Lukaku captain, so... Am I starting King? Yes. Don't really... Well, apart from my bench, I don't really have a good reason not to play him, to be honest. He's in good form. Southampton not looking so great at the back at the moment. I think there's 3 or 4 goals in that match. Who for, though? I don't know. Be completely honest with you. Yes or no, Llorente, to what? Bring him in, sell him, captain him? I don't like Llorente, so most of those questions, it's a no for me. Yeah, Davies in for... Pretty much, like I'd say, Davies in for pretty much anyone is a good move. If it's not like Alonso, or Valencia, obviously, Walker, or someone with a good fixture, like there's no point in bringing in Davies if you've got someone like Mawson. But yes, Davidson is a great transfer. Brunt out is also a good transfer. You have Lukaku on the bench and you're playing Llorente. No. You've got to have a rethink there. You've still got Holobas. What do you do? Well, to be fair, Holobas's fixtures are alright. Because I almost kept him and got rid of Brunt instead. Those are nice fixtures. 3 of the next 4 I'd happily play. I know he's a card magnet, but I wouldn't panic too much about Holobas. Bertrand or Davies? That's a good question. Because Bertrand's next 2 are good. Honestly, I think I'd rather have Davies in and save the money. I like the next 2 for Southampton, but I feel like you're relying on attack and returns now. Obviously, you could get them against Bournemouth. I'd be tempted just to get Davies in. Would I do Holobas to Davies for a hit? No. Don't think so. Who's my captain? Costa currently. Surely Costa's either going to play or not play. I don't think he's going to be benched and come on, surely. Alright, chill out, Nick. I can see your questions. Too big a risk getting rid of Lukaku. I mean, the chances are I want him back in a couple of weeks, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to get rid of him. And like I said earlier, stupid logic, I know, but these 2 game weeks will be done in a few days, and I can stop worrying about it, and then he's got a good set of fixtures again, so I don't know. Oh, did Holobas miss the last game? See, I've not been checking because I don't have him. I'm surprised no one else mentioned that. Maybe we've all just forgotten about him. Oh yeah, why did he miss that game? Was he injured? Someone in chat will tell you. If he's not going to play, then yeah, get rid of him. So yeah, so going back to your question, Holobas to Davies for a hit, possibly. It depends what your defence is. Like I said, for me, there's no point in bringing Davies in for a hit because who do I bench? Alright, my bad, yeah, I didn't realise Holobas was dropped then, yeah. Let's get rid of him. No worries, Nick. Would you do Baines to Valencia and Brunt to Davies for -4? No, wouldn't you just do Brunt to Davies and keep Baines? Maybe. Valencia will probably repay that hit, but I don't know if you need to rush to do that. Captain Jamie Vardy, I know. -4 though to get rid of Costa. Seems a bit, seems a little bit silly. Ward-Prowse would be better than Davies. I think they're talking about, unless I'm missing something in the chat, I think they're talking about Ben Davies. I'm missing something, aren't I? I don't know, I can't see. I like Ward-Prowse. Missed it. Did I say Vardy captain was silly? No. Don't think I did. Who would you bench out of Holobas, Valencia, Mawson, Davies? Well, if Holobas isn't playing, it has to be him, I suppose. Oh, I don't like these yes or no questions. When you say that, I can't sit on the fence. Mahrez and Llorente for Mane and Rashford. Wait, are you bringing in Mahrez and Llorente? I wouldn't get rid of Mane. I don't know. You bringing in Rashford or getting rid of him? I wouldn't be bringing him in. If Holobas plays, I definitely want to play. No, I'd still bench Holobas, I think, because Mawson's got a good home fixture and he's got goal threat. Valencia's at home and doing well. It's between Holobas and Davies, and I think I'll just go for the Spurs man, to be honest. I know he's got the away fixture, but I think I'd go Davies. Or Davies. Should I be saying Davies? Ben Davies. Is that where the confusion's coming? Maybe I'll just call him Ben D. Ben D. United are an injury mess. Well, we still have Bailly and Rojo to cover centre back. To be fair, Rojo's done alright as centre back. When he gets put on the left, he's awful, but we'll see. Davies, okay. We'll just call him Ben from Spurs. No, no, I know Davies. Yeah, no, that's my bad. Jose getting the excuses in early against West Brom. We'll be alright, I think. The ale is McGargles. Cousin Rosie's Pale Ale. It's actually quite nice. But is it pronounced Davis? Ben Davis. We'll spend the next half an hour talking about this now. Ben Davis. No, it's Davies. It's spelled Davies anyway. Valencia or Walker, so confused. So I went for Valencia. I could have got Walker in. This was before I knew that Rose was going to be out longer. I went for Valencia because he's in good form. Maybe we'll keep playing 3-4-3. Although probably not with our centre-back issues. But he's attacking, good fixtures, double game week. But obviously you could just get him in later if you wanted to. Walker's obviously got some nice fixtures as well. I don't know, I just think Valencia is such a good pick right now. €3 for €10. No, they were like, I don't know, 285 each, something like that. What's up, Big Ricey? Yeah, no, Walker's fixtures are better. I think both are good picks. I know I just got the guy in with a double game week, just in case, I don't know, if I get no spare transfer to bring him in. I could take a hit. Yeah, I don't know. I bought Valencia in, but Walker's also a good option. Well, if Blint plays, the problem with Blint is he won't necessarily. Although we've got Shaw as well. I don't think Shaw's been ruled out as well, has he? Let me just check because I could have completely missed it. No, so Shaw's not currently injured, but obviously we know what he's like. So Valencia's going to play right back. Bailly and Bailly and Rojo should be the centre backs. So it's just really who's going to play left back. So it's Blint, Shaw, or Darmian. Now Darmian's played there a few times. Shaw's back now. I don't think Blint's suddenly going to get in. Blint would be awesome though. If he was nailed, he'd be the one to get. But I think if you're looking between Blint and Rojo, it has to be Rojo. For me. They might carry on playing 5 at the back, but I don't know if they're going to do that without Smalling around as well. It's possible. They have been playing that a few times. Obviously, that's why I was saying Valencia wing back. I mean, they could play Bailly, Rojo, Blint centre backs, and then Shaw left wing back, but I don't know. Obviously, Darmian could go in there at some point. I'm not sure I'd be bringing in any other defender than Valencia for Man United, to be honest. But Rojo would be the one I'd look at, I think. Rojo and Bailly are quite similar price. Play 6 at the back. We're not going to play. We're not going to play Middlesbrough every week. Yeah, Young could play left back. Yeah, just wing back. He could play on the right as well if Valencia needed a rest. You got Vertonghen in for Davis. Got Davies on the brain now. You got Vertonghen in for Coleman when Coleman was dropping. Now you're regretting it. Don't worry about it. Like, it's one of those things. And this is the problem with going early, obviously. But Vertonghen's still a good option. Is he only like 5.3? Have I got that completely wrong? He's making like a few runs forward. 5.5. He'll be alright. You're cracking open the muesli. That is a wild Friday night. I'd love Shaw to be an option, but it's too risky. Start Pickford or Heaton. I'm starting Pickford because I think there's a chance Pickford gets a clean sheet. Plus, Deeney's out, right? I think he's been ruled out completely. He's ill, so I was playing Pickford anyway, but definitely now. Striker between 7 and 8.5 million. You don't want Giroud or Druid. Oh jeez, there's not that many to choose from. Obviously, you don't have to spend it all. Could consider going 3-5-2 maybe. Probably Benteke. Deeney's out. Llorente. I don't like any of these really. Benteke is horrible though. You're not going to get him in against Chelsea away. In fact, they got some quite awful fixtures. I would be tempted to find some money. Maybe Andy Carroll for a bit less than 7. But why don't you want... You said no to Foe, didn't you? Is that because you've already got him? Welcome back, Fuzzy. I've got a couple of polls up, by the way. Usual place, top right hand corner of the screen. Just a couple of ones today. Is that Mata that could be out for the season? Jeez, I missed that as well. So I shouldn't have been streaming tonight. I know nothing. Okay, no, it can't matter out for the rest of the season. He'd be flagged already, surely. Matter is out for the season, he's not flagged. Okay, that's weird. They're usually really quick on that. Oh, okay, it's on Twitter now, sorry. Jesus! Oh well. You know we should all be getting them, don't you? Henrik Mkhitaryan. When are we bringing him in? Yeah, sorry, I've just not been checking Twitter. Been talking to you weirdos. But you're right. Couple of reports, where are they? There's one. He underwent groin surgery. Could be out for the rest of the season. In about an hour, Sky will have their sources to tell us about it as well. That guy who wants to lose some weight while he's sleeping. Okay. That's all I see. Could be an April Fool's. Oh, there you go. Someone's linking it to me. Oh, yeah, I think that's the same one I just saw. Oh, well. Oh, no. Don't start with that, Big Ricey. And I got a bit of stick for that Coleman tweet. It's pretty funny because like over 300 people voted on it. How would you fit in Mkhitaryan knee, bro? I'll be completely honest with you right now because I got the wild card in hand. I'm really winging it at the moment. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get Ibra in. I'll just take hits later on if I need to. Yeah, people are very precious about it. Yeah. I almost get why they tweeted me like they did, but I hate it. They make it sound like you don't care about it just because you haven't put a tweet out about it. Like unless you're shown to be tweeting about it or putting your Facebook status as it, you just don't care. Would you play Davies over Mawson? Yeah, see, this is what I wouldn't... The thing is, if you've got Davies, Davies, sorry. Right, I'll tell you now. If I say Davies, I am not talking about the Southampton guy. I'm talking about Spurs. If you got Davies, then that means you've bought him in this week almost certainly. So I feel like you have to play him. If you've bought him in and you're not going to play him, then why bring him in? Now, if you're saying should you bring in Davies to play over Mawson, then no, I don't think so. King's fixture too good to ignore this week. Worth a -4 to bring King in this week. No. Don't think so. Southampton away, Liverpool away, Chelsea at home, Spurs away. No. Yeah, no. In that case, I would save the transfer and just wait on Davies. I've said a few times in the stream already. I know you've only just joined it. He's a great option, Davies. He's a gift to FPL managers, but if you've got a team like mine, or a defence like mine, where you just don't need him, just wait. He may go up in price, but the next game week is only 2 or 3 days away, so you can just get him in. Just googled Coleman's tweet. Just talking about me putting a poll up about best replacements. People weren't too happy I did it so soon. Fair enough. We'll leave them to it. Your defence is identical to mine. Yeah, then I'm not going to tell you to get Davies in there because I mean, he could be a better option than Mawson, but it's not worth. It's just not worth making that move, I don't think, because Mawson's got goal threat and Middlesbrough don't score many goals. New manager, we'll see. Who to the pool, to the bench? Lukaku, Vardy or Llorente? It has to be Llorente out of those, I think. But if you're not got anyone else you can bench, though. Gabiadini will be fit for Tuesday. I don't know if that's true. We don't know that. Hopefully he will be, but we'll see. Yeah, Man United. Injuries coming, fixture congestion. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. But I'm still going to probably go 3 for the double game week. Mkhitaryan. He's the one I want. Austin back soon. I think he's still a little way away. And I don't know if he's going to just come in and get rid of Gabiadini anyway. You think Olsen and Holgate are standout defensive bench players? I don't know. If you need the money, Holgate is okay, but do you know what I mean? Players like Mawson and Davies aren't that expensive. Like, I'm still quite happy with Mawson, but I don't know. We'll see. Don't know if I'm going to play him much now until Stoke. But I have Brunt and Funes Mori to get rid of, so. Yeah, Pedro's a good option this week. How many Middlesbrough and Crystal Palace am I getting in? Hopefully not many. I'd like a Middlesbrough defender. So I think early thoughts are that Brunt and Funes Mori turn into Gibson and Davies. Maybe Valdez and double up on the Middlesbrough defence. Crystal Palace, they got horrible fixtures. Oh, by the way, maybe Negredo in for Crouch, but that is really scraping the barrel, I think. Crystal Palace-wise, maybe Van Arnold, but the fixtures are horrible. And then Zaha or Benteke, I don't know. Zaha maybe because of the price. Can get rid of King for him. Mane to go after the Bournemouth game. Quite possibly, I think getting rid of Mane for me is the easiest way to get Ali in. I do like these fixtures. But Liverpool's fixtures are quite nice, so it depends how they're performing. Why is there such a Sanchez hype? To be honest, I don't think there's a huge need to get him in this week, but after that I think you have to get him. The guy just doesn't blank that often. Do we know when the doubles are? Yes, we do. Well, they're not confirmed, but we pretty much know. 34, big one in 37, and then Arsenal and Southampton will have a double in 35 or 36. Zaha always seems to disappoint. Yeah, he might do again, but with the price he's at in a double game week, it's potentially worth the risk. I think I said it on a video on the Scoutcast recently. Sanchez has only blanked twice in like 15 game weeks. There's not. I don't think there's many good reasons not to get Sanchez in. Will we know the 37 double fixtures by 34? I'd assume so, although I don't know for sure. Oh, excuse me, you ordered already. Yeah, I'm tempted by Mane captain. I don't know, part of me thinks I just leave it on Costa because he's probably either going to play or just not be in the squad. And then if he's not, it just goes on Mane anyway. Son to Pedro this week. Nah, that's going to take a hit. If Son plays up front against Burnley, does okay, then he's got 3 nice fixtures. Do you think I'll make it to 100 plus in hits this season? I'd have to take 5 more hits over 8 game weeks, so yes, probably. Even with the wild card. Captain Alonso for differential. I'm really not that too interested in that, to be honest. And I'm just going to keep Son. Not really. I don't think it's worth a hit to take him out. Firmino to Ali for a hit. I don't know if people might disagree with me, but it is Burnley away, remember. It's not a fixture renowned for a lot of goals. I don't know if I'm taking hits to get Ali in this week. I'd captain Vardy instead of Mane. I get why people are captaining Alonso, right? He's potentially got to get a clean sheet in him, although they're not keeping many at the moment. And he's potentially got attacking returns, but as soon as the clean sheet goes, which it could do, I know Palace aren't that attacking, but let's say the clean sheet goes, then suddenly becomes a huge worry. I mean, to be honest, if you're ever going to captain a defender, it doesn't get too much better than Alonso. But, I mean, players like Baines used to have penalties and free kicks, and I don't know if there's enough upside in Alonso captain. +6 points is good enough for a captain this week. So why wouldn't you just go for someone who's likely to get that? Like, Sanchez could easily get an assist and a bonus point. Lukaku could score against Liverpool. Mane assist. And then they've got potential for more. I don't know. I hope Alonso works out for people. Zlatan is back from suspension next week, yeah. Too many people getting Valencia, so you went for Bailly instead. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know, I might take it off Costa. I mean, really, I should probably just go Sanchez. Mane Jew, yeah, he hasn't scored for what, 2 games now? Is he a man for the big games? Look at that, 2 goals against Tottenham, 1 goal against Arsenal. He's a big game player. We'll forget about the Man City game. Why am I not considering Sanchez? I mean, I have considered it, just probably not going for it. Son or Ericsson? It has to be Ericsson. Costa isn't explosive, but I don't know if I'm really expecting explosiveness from any of my players. And when Costa plays, he's got a good chance of scoring, so I don't know. I'm probably going to take off Costa anyway because of the injury. So I haven't kind of decided who. No, I'm not tempted by Sigurdsson, to be honest. Don't know if the ceiling's high enough with him. Even in a week where I'm not expecting huge scores. I quite like Mane. I think I said in the Scoutcast I'd look to Mane. I mean, Funes Mori is not necessarily a huge deal because he probably wouldn't have played anyway. And obviously Coleman's out, but Mane's usually on the right, so he's up against Baines. If you have the options for it, should you bench Costa? No, I don't think so. Now, like I just said, I'm not. I don't have Sigurdsson. I don't know. Sigurdsson's just not for me. I mean, Middlesbrough have been pretty tight. Swansea not exactly free scoring. I mean, to be fair, he does. Obviously, we know he's consistent. He ticks over, but I just feel that even though there's not going to be huge scores, I think Sanchez and Mane could score higher than Sigurdsson this week. Oh, 12-30 captains. Oh no, don't put that doubt in my mind. I thought Costa had trained. In fact, I tweeted about this. Oh, look at Joe Morgan, what a legend. We'll retweet that. To be honest, I don't hugely buy into the 12-30 thing. Literally just announced. What's been announced? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's evidence. Yeah, Mark this morning said the FPL show had some footage of their open training session. Hazard took part, but he was definitely not getting involved at the same level as the rest, including Costa and Courtois. But obviously, Conte did come out and say they need to check on some players. Sorry, I've lost the chat. My bad. I'm not that. I don't really care about the 3 PM thing. I don't think. I know there's the whole. You know, if your captain fails, then that's the weekend room. But either he's a good captain option or he's not. The fact that he plays at 12:30 makes no difference. Glad I got Sanchez for the last game though. And Sigurdsson there. I've still got players. King there. I've got players in every game. Or every time. Yeah, plenty of people do go along with that. You know, not captain in the early kickoff, but we'll see. Sanchez could be a great captain differential. He could. Don't forget Man City's fixtures for Gameweek 32. I know, there's so many players they need to bring in. Like, I'd be happy with Sterling if he's fit, so this is another reason for 3-5-2. I'm not going to get Aguero back in. You're all making me tempted by Mane captain now. I just want to get rid of Costa, to be honest. Sanchez good because of Caballero. Yeah, Sané's a good option too. Bit cheaper as well, which is always nice. By the way, as I've not done any plugging so far, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. We're actually up to 978 subs now, so getting close to the big 1,000. And obviously hit the like button if you haven't already. Only if you're enjoying the stream. If not, don't bother. Yeah, I think Mane's possible. I said actually that Mane was being overlooked, but no Lallana is a bit annoying, I think. Who's actually, while we were talking about how hard the captain is this week, who's captain options next week? Will it be a bit easier? Oh yeah, of course, Sanchez is playing West Ham. Never mind. If you have Aguero, would you captain him, or transfer out for Vardy? I like Vardy, but I don't know if I'd transfer out Aguero this week. Could you change the white inside the 8 of your YouTube channel icon? What the hell? Oh man, I see, yeah. I can't change it, I didn't make that. Oh yeah, that does look pretty bad actually, now you brought it to my attention. Thanks for that. Now, if anyone wants to do me a better one, feel free to get in touch. Jamie has a point. What's Jamie? Oh yeah. Cheers for every. Oh god, I sneezed. Sorry. Maybe not. $981 now. So close to that big 1,000. I like Olsen. If he's going to play. Olsen and Mawson both this week, good. Yeah, Jamie's just screwed up the whole thing for everyone. Everyone's checking the white now, they just can't stop looking at it. Any more thoughts on releasing cash from Heaton? It's just getting a transfer to transfer him out. I'm not like stuck on keeping him for the rest of the season. Like double game week, I'll probably get rid of him. But it's always tough to make a goalkeeper transfer because you never want to do it. So you really need like a spec. You almost want like 2 or 3 transfers and still have nothing to do, and then you'll finally talk yourself into using one of them for a goalkeeper transfer. If I need the cash, maybe, but I tend to look at other options first. If you had the foe, would you captain him? Who they got? Watford away? Maybe. I think you've probably got better options though. Do. You're a season ticket holder for Leicester. Yeah, that's a good question. Did you have a season ticket last year? How's it going, Axel? You got into football by starting FPL. That's an interesting way of getting into football. be fair, it does make you watch games. Sometimes games you really don't care about. Barry in for Carroll for a -4. Like Gareth Barry, or have I missed something? I don't think you ever have to bring in Gareth Barry for a hit. Oh, Vardy in for Andy Carroll, okay. No, I don't think so, not for a -4. I think West Ham's fixtures are okay, aren't they? I mean, he's a bit of an injury nightmare, but he's fit for this week as far as I know. Or have I missed that as well? No. Could do well against Arsenal. That is a pretty bad autocorrect. How's it going with filming? I think I put it on Manny, didn't I? There you go, boom. Time to double up on pool mids. They've got the fixtures, but I'm not sure. I'm happy with one right now. Scoutcast earlier this week was very good, thank you. Oh, look at that. Plug-in videos in my chat. You're lucky, I'll let you off this time. So people get banned for that. Go check her out after you've watched the stream, of course. Will there be a Scoutcast next week? Yes. And I also know what day it's probably going to be. So I'll let you in on a early secret. It's probably going to be Monday this week. This week only. And that's actually, yeah, it'll be Monday, I think. Which kind of screws up my... I don't know, because I'll probably do on Sunday. I might do Sunday and Wednesday. I don't know, I know people don't like tuning in when there's games on, but I'm quite glad that it's on Monday, to be honest, because every time we do one when there's live games on, my players do awful, so... Will there be 2 Scoutcasts? No. I would highly doubt it. Nah, there won't be another one. I think the plan would maybe be to... Oh, you read that on FFS? Who's letting slip, Mark or Johnny? But yeah, it'll be on Monday. That'll be. I think the plan is to kind of touch on plans for the following game week as well. But we'll see. Should you get Hazard in now? He's confirmed back tomorrow. Means selling Sané. Yeah, Sané's got some tough fixtures, but like Fozzie was saying to me again, Gameweek 32, they're pretty good. You have Aguero. You could do Matic to Pedro. Matic to Pedro sounds like quite a good transfer. What's happening with Granny on the Scoutcast? No, I think he's just a bit ill at the moment. I think he's suffering from tinnitus. So when he has to wear headphones to do the Scoutcast, it really hurts. So, yeah, he's not on at the moment. Nothing to do with scores or anything like that. He's just generally ill. Must suck, because I can't imagine many worse things than tinnitus, to be honest. Am I saying that right? Is this going to be another Davies thing? Live drunk stream tomorrow. No, not on a Saturday. Yeah, I think I'll do Scoutcast on Monday and I might stream on Wednesday during the games. And then again on Friday. So that'll be a couple next week. Because the week after I'm going to struggle. Yeah, I don't know about the next couple of weeks. We'll see. Should put TM in the Scoutcast. People have said that before. I'm telling you now, if TM wanted to be on the Scoutcast, he could be. Midweek drunk stream. Nah, it's a school night. I got drunk this Wednesday before work the next day, and I kind of regretted that. Yeah, you might have read on on F1 at the Scoutcast on Monday. That's when it's going to be. I don't know if Vardy will get rotated for the Champions League. Obviously, that's going to be like a huge deal, but they still need to make sure they're safe in the Premier League. They could have themselves like I think they can have themselves a bit far away from relegation by the Champions League game. So maybe he gets rested, but I don't know. I think he's got enough energy to play in all. Who'd start, Mawson or Bertrand? That is tricky. Who else have you got? I feel like I can't say Mawson, but I think he's got the fixture that's got the most likelihood of the clean sheet, and he's got attacking returns. The benching Bertrand against Bournemouth is hard. So you can come on the Scoutcast, and then all you need to do is play mind games with Mark. How's it going, Carl? Yeah, Bertrand's obviously a good option this week, but Mawson against Middlesbrough? That's got to be a great option too. Scoutcast equals red arrows. Yeah, if you've not been on before, like obviously if you're on every week, there's always going to be green arrows. But yeah, when you first go on, red arrows for sure. I think Az will be on again on Monday. Yeah, that's true. My arrows have been green since streaming. Mostly, anyway. Yeah, Tadic has been mentioned a few times. Like, I think he's a nice option, but I'm always a bit wary of him. He always seems to promise a lot but not deliver. Paul Merson predicted a City win, so you're going to captain Sanchez. That sounds fair to me. Just waiting for the invite. I'm telling you, the TM doesn't need an invite. He just has to tell Jonty he wants to be on there. Bam! Someone will get kicked out. If you get Davies in instead of Valencia, which lets you fund Sanchez next week, I think that's a good move because you can worry about getting Valencia closer to the double game week. Mawson or Baines? I'd play Mawson this week. I really think Mawson's a good option this week. Middlesbrough at home doesn't get much better than that. You might captain Tadic. Is it too risky? I mean, Bournemouth are always going to leak goals, so it wouldn't be the worst week to captain Tadic, but I don't know if you need to take that risk. Yeah, and NIM3, I think it's NIM3, I hope that's what it is. Yeah, apparently he had a bit of a fight with Puel or something, but then Puel said he needs to like stop talking and show it on the pitch, so the only way he can do that is if he gets played, so I don't know. I think he's probably alright. Am I sticking with Mane for captain? I don't know. It's only because I was chatting about it just a minute ago. Do you think Lukaku will be on pens as he's going for top scorer? That's a good question, actually. I'd love to know how stuff like that works in clubs. I'm just sure they talk about it, but surely winning games is just as important at the moment. And Baines is their penalty taker, so I don't know. Maybe it was like last game of the season, they can't get top 4 or whatever for sure. He needs 1 goal to be top scorer, then maybe, but right now I'm not sure. I think most of the love is for Mawson, not Olsen, just because people have already got Mawson. I don't think anyone's looking at bringing in a Swansea defender right now. Just happens that they've got Mawson in their team already. Philman, aren't you like really high up, like really good rank? Are you really going Alonso captain? Right, did I bring another beer in? Yes. Now I have Blacks of Kinsale. This is handcrafted in County Cork. KPA, Kinsale Pale Ale. You're ranked 605th and you're Captain Alonso. I love that. I don't think I can do it. Oh, I've got like a little tickle at the back of my throat now. It's going to make me keep coughing. What percent? 5, I think? Yeah, 5. How's it going, Dale? Happy foot birthday. Enjoy it, it's Reese. Some good good items. I really hope Alonso captain works out for you. Yeah, we chatted about Alonso captain earlier. I'm not convinced by it, but I generally do have it works out for people. Because if it works out for him, I've got a big score too, and it's not like the whole game's going to be captaining Jesus Christ, captaining him. With Mata out, will Mkhitaryan be more nailed on to start? To be honest, after I read that Mkhitaryan missed out because of a niggle, they didn't want to risk him. I still think he's probably quite nailed because he hasn't missed many games recently where he hasn't been injured. So, I mean, the biggest problem is like with all Man United players, you know, we've got a lot of fixtures in April, so it's a risk, but we'll see. Rooney, oh my god, let's not go there. Oh, this is good. Sorry, I'm trying to watch the chat. I'm also trying to not go too overboard with the beer. Watch it spill everywhere. Oh shit. Spoke way too soon. What are my transfer plans? I've already made the transfer. Very boring Coleman to Valencia. That's probably it for me, I think. Costa to Vardy for a hit has crossed my mind, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Lingard's an option now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all a bit of a risk, and I don't think Man United have the absolute amazing fixtures that you'd need. Well, not that you'd need for an attacker, but one way you're basically taking a risk that you may or may not start. I can't believe I've taken 80 points worth of hits. I know I take a lot, but I didn't realise that many. It would be funny if I get a red arrow about a hit. Yeah, it'd be typical, wouldn't it? We'll see. I don't like to take hits just for the sake of it. I mean, I'm mainly not doing Costa out because I'm hoping he'll start. Should probably change this. Great to see you back streaming. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it seems like ages. I mean, to be fair, at least I had the break over an international break, so kind of worked out well. this season seems to have encouraged more. I mean, hits. I said this on the Attackhouse. Hits have worked for people, but I don't think they work any better than they do any other season. If you make the right one, it's great. If you don't, it's not. Like when I won't keep banging on about it. When I bought Costa in for a hit, it didn't work out. If I got Vardy in, it worked out. It's just fine lines. Villaronca, everyone's favourite Hall of Famer, he's taken 8 points worth of hits this week and he's in top 10k. Like, I'm 50,000 places off him nearly. Or 60,000 almost, sorry. You didn't know you could drag and drop players? Oh, please tell me you haven't been clicking. Takes way too long. There you go, that's why you join, that's why you tune into this stream. You get to learn great knowledge like dragging and dropping. Yeah, I mean, hits have probably been a bit easier, like you say, because there's been so many good options, and they've kind of all been firing, but I don't know. Part-time job without investment install. That sounds great. Install 6 to 7 apps. Oh, someone deleted it, Fozzie, before I was trying to read it. Oh, I can still view it. So you install 6 to 7 apps, open for 2 minutes, and you'll get $1. $1 for 2-minute work. That sounds alright. Yeah, I'm not. I agree with Nim3. Yeah, I don't think Valencia gets wasted. Wasted? Jesus, rested. He doesn't strike me as someone that would get wasted either. Admit it. You will do it, Vardy. No, I'm not gonna. I really don't think I'm gonna take out Costa for Vardy. That's good beer. What score do I think I'll get? I don't know, like I'm quite happy with the team, to be honest. Maybe a solid 75. One more beer away from a hit. That's probably true. Yeah, the beer's definitely 5%. I'll double check though. I'm not bad for beer these days, gets me drunk really quick. 5%, yeah. Is anyone interested in Mane captain? Is it just me? Maybe it's maybe I'll have it back on Costa by tomorrow. I'm not going Vardy, honestly. I know everyone's here for the live transfer. It's not happening tonight. I wanted to keep the Coleman to Valencia transfer, even though it's really boring. But price changes made me forget that idea. 982 subs now, only 18 off 1,000. Maybe in a couple of streams we'll hit that. Yeah, I'm going to be thinking about this captain option till tomorrow, aren't I? I can't wait till next week when I can just put it on Sanchez and be done. I don't even have to think about it. He is blanked twice in the last 15 game weeks. Sanchez is. Big Ricey has said Mane captain for the last 2 weeks. Well, what do you say this week? Because if you say Mane captain again, I might get rid of it. Ali captain not getting much of a option. Yeah, I just think captaining players against Burnley away is not that great. You think Mane captain is more maverick than Alonso? Surely not. Sanchez captain. Yeah, maybe Sanchez is the most obvious. Nah, to be honest, I have enjoyed this season because the captain has moved around a bit. I mean, sure, the times when we just bought in Aguero and captained him every time were good, but I know, I like that we have to have a think about it now. Maybe we don't with Sanchez in our teams. Lallana and Helen. Yeah, Lallana missing is a little bit of a worry. Am I getting Ibra in Gameweek 31? It seems unlikely, although I can afford it for Costa, so maybe? In fact, actually, can I afford that? How much is Ibra? It's 11.4, right? Oh. This was gonna see. The only reason I got Sanchez in because I could get him in so easily. Can get Ibra straight back in. Oh, that's almost a done deal, isn't it? Ibra against Everton at home, Sunderland away. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing that next week, I think. Although Costa does have Bournemouth soon. Don't forget Ali. Yeah. I kind of already forgot about him, to be honest. I can still afford Ben Davies in. Do I need Davies though? Davies? Oh no, wait, that's see if I can find it. Oh yeah. So Gameweek 34, player 31. Lonzo and Valencia. Oh yeah. Maybe I need Davies in. Forget about Gibson for now. Tell you now, I'll get in Ibra next week and you'll all be wishing you had him. That Ibra transfer gives you an expensive fifth mid that you wouldn't use. No, I don't think so. Just gives me King, right? And I'd play him. Yeah, Mata not being there is a bit of a problem actually. Pogba out. I don't know. Lukaku to Ibra in Gameweek 34, a decent move. Potentially, we'll have to wait until then, really. Who is my fifth mid in that Ibra move? It's the same midfield, it's just Costa to Ibra. Finn is more out for Cedric, Davies, or Bertrand. I'd probably go Davies, to be honest. I think it's still like 5-6 game weeks potentially until Southampton have a double, and yes, the next two fixtures are okay, but then they're a bit tougher. Any chance that Sigurdsson's transferred out for a double game week player? Probably in Game Week 37, probably not in Game Week 34. We'll see. Yeah, like Ken says, you're pretty much getting Bertrand in for attacking returns. So yeah, I think Ben Davies is a much better option than Bertrand this week. to bring in for like the medium term. Zaha and Townsend are options for the double game week. I'll tell you now, Mark will get Townsend in for the double game week. Almost guarantee it. Yeah, Brunter's probably got to go soon, yeah. It's not really a great option anymore. We had those great times with him. Oh yeah, there's no way you drop Vardy before Sunderland at home. I don't think Ibra is like a, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Absolute must. Which players have we got more value tied up in? Alonso's probably the worst. So I've got rid of like Sanchez and Lukaku a few times now, so a bit tied up in Lukaku, quite a lot tied up in Alonso. Oh, it's not a huge deal, huge amount to be honest. Heaton, I suppose. Oh, we need some of these players. Have a look. Oh no, set that back. I thought it was CDM. Maybe that was the SBC reward. You just feel that Chelsea attacking cover is needed. I don't know. Maybe against Bournemouth. But Man City at home, Man United away. Maybe in Gameweek 37. I think Pedro's a nice little option, to be honest. You have 0.9 million. Wow, and Alonso 0.7 in Walker. Yeah, there's no need to get rid of either of them right now, so you're good. Do I play Football Manager? Nah, not for a while, to be honest. I don't really like all the the more complicated, not complicated, but like the in-depth stuff. I just like classic mode. But I don't play as much as I used to. I don't even think I bought the last one. Is anyone grinding foot champs? If I was good enough to get into the weekend league, I would be. Chelsea may have won the lead by 35-36. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, you've had Costa since the start. There's no need to get rid of him then. But I got nothing wrapped up in him. No love for him, really, so... I used to like Sorry, just to go back to it. I used to like Championship Manager 97-98. That was the first one I bought. Played that all the time. Salah doesn't have stones. I saw his fantasy football fix retweeted him. I checked. The first thing I did was check for stones. He doesn't have them. How's it going, Anish? Ake is 3.8. Wow. Does Mkhitaryan start this week? I don't see why not. If Mourinho didn't say anything more about him, then he just had apparently like a slight niggle last time. So I think he's probably fit now and good to go. I don't see why we wouldn't play him. Like, our midfield options just aren't great. Hazard set start. What about Costa? Costa is due a big score. Yeah, I'm not holding out hope about that. Coleman to Alderweireld. You must have watched the Scoutcast. No one was looking at Alderweireld until Mark said it. And he's not even gone for him. He's gone for Davies. Is Costa definitely starting? No, don't think so. Triple Man City in Gameweek 37, quite possibly, yeah. We need your feedback. What's this? Fantasy Football Magazine. Don't think I've even read that yet. To be fair, I think he would have gone out of Errol if the Davies news hadn't happened. It's literally only because Rose was confirmed out to the end of April. Are you happy with Crouch if Costa doesn't start? Not really. But it's a risk I'm willing to take and just hope that... oh, he played 1 minute last time. Maybe I should put Brandt there. I don't know. I'm hoping Costa will play. I think TM was the one that told me that he'd gone for Davies. -4 for Vardy is the best move. Yeah. If Costa's definitely not playing, then yes, Vardy in for -4 is a good move. But what happens if he does play? Will I transfer Hazard to Ali in Gameweek 31? I don't know if I'd want rid of Hazard. I know they got Man City, Man United, but Bournemouth in the middle, Southampton at home's okay. I'd be tempted to keep Hazard, but Ali is obviously a good pick. To be honest, I didn't consider Alvaro because I think Walker is a better option, to be honest. How's the beer going down? Really well. Maybe too well. I've only had 1.5. Feels like way more. My eyes have gone already. Just tiredness kicking in. If you could get away with it and buy free transfers for £20 a pop without anyone else knowing, would you do it? Oh, maybe. Depends how much the Marine Leagues are. Am I making this £20 back? How's it going, Jeremiah? People chasing Tadic and other Saints. I don't know. I think the Bournemouth game is good for attackers, but after that, I'm not sure about them. Gagliardini is the one I want, really. Another reason for Alderweireld was 4 of the other top 5 in my mini league have Walker. I know, like, obviously you need differentials to catch eventually, but no, I just think Walker's such a better option. We tend to just get him in. Sorry, yeah, I try not to type too much. Sometimes it's got to be done. Jose Mourinho on the transfer window. I'm sure we're going to do something interesting. Come on, Griezmann. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way. Let's at least get to 100 before the night's out. On 67 right now. Any mini leagues wrapped up already? That depends if Sai is still watching. He's in one of them. I'd say this one's wrapped up. I'm 110 points ahead. I don't think I'm getting caught there. I'd like to win this one. We'll see how that goes. I think that one's the only one I got wrapped up. Don't think I'm that far ahead. I mean, a little bit, like 50 points, but that's easily catchable. Oh, Sai is still here. Nightmare. Dyer to United. Maybe Kane. What's wrong with Kane? I suppose we've got Ibrahimovic, we probably don't need Kane, but maybe Lukaku's a better option. No way Spurs can win the league next season. All of their players want to say it. Well, money talks, and Spurs don't pay as much as Man United do. Kane would never go to Man United. Why not? Money talks. See you later, Nympharia. Have a good one. Yeah, I think you should listen to Ken. I don't think Southampton assets are huge. Like I like Bertrand longer term, but I'm not hugely worried about bringing him in, to be honest. Southampton assets aren't top of my list to bring in. We're not even in 6th place anymore. We're in 5th, right? If Spurs finish above United again, none of their players would go to them, regardless of money. Come on, you're being naive. Fair enough, okay, Kane might not come to Man United, but money talks, you know it does. Whether you like that or you don't like it, people like money. How's it going, Ashwin? From Dublin. Good time to use all out attack. I would just literally wait until your defence is screwed and then use it. Levy doesn't sell to the Premier League anyway. What about Berbatov? And Carrick, right? Was Carrick at Spurs? I think so. Was Levy there? We take a lot of money. Right, this is the team that spent 86 or 89 million on Pogba. That is my team. Yeah, obviously Kane's transfer fee will be a lot more than Carrick and Berbatov would, but still. That's a good point. Now, obviously, it would be a big deal, but I think to say it just will never happen. If Man United want it to happen, it could happen. Now, whether they want to spend that much money on Kane, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, like Adam says, Lukaku might be a better option. Yeah, but they didn't say Bale to Premier League team. I think that's what Matt's saying. Why wait to wildcard in Gameweek 36 if we know the teams that will right now? Well, like there's a double game week in Gameweek 34, which I'll probably want a few players from, but I won't want long term. If there was a salary cap and transfer cap in the Premier League, United would be relegated. Sure. But there isn't. We'll see. Anyway, moving on from the Kane to Man United transfer that I've just confirmed with my Sky sources. Yeah, the all-out attack chip is literally for, oh shit, I've only got 2 defenders. Or I've got a really good 8th attacker. Let's do it. Am I considering Lukaku as captain? I don't think so. Heaton or Grant? Heaton. Nah, probably Grant actually. I see Spurs getting a goal or 2. My plans for Funes Mori to transfer him out for Davies. Oh god, excuse me, sorry. Any feedback if the bonus point system will be overhauled? I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest. I really don't think it needs an overhaul though. And I've still yet to see someone come up with a good set of changes that they've applied to multiple games. We briefly discussed Heaton or Pickford. I pretty much just said I was playing Pickford. I think Spurs will score, and Deeney's out, so I'm going Pickford, basically. Can my all-out attack be used in Gameweek 37 instead of bench boost? Since you won't have 11 double game week players anyway. Maybe, but I wouldn't use like a wild card to make up a team just for all out attack necessarily, but could work. Be interested to see if you do it. Surely an assist in goals which influence games should carry more weight than completed passes. Sure, maybe. The thing that winds me up about the whole thing is there's been like maybe 2 games where people got really annoyed about it. The Sanchez one, I think. And there was something else as well. And most of that was because people had him as captain, so I don't know. I don't really care that much about it, to be honest. I think most of the time it works, so... And it's much better than the man in the stand, so... Was it Sanchez both times? Yeah, I remember it being once. A lot of the times it's started by the unofficial FPL accounts, the big ones that... I don't know, they seem to tend to like to have a moan. I don't know, I guess maybe followers like that. But there is a good guy that I follow on Twitter actually that's looking into it. And he's going to do what I said, to apply it to a bunch of other games to see how it affects things. And you know, if he has some good ideas to change things and it works, then let's go for it. Yeah, but okay, so in a 6-0 there's only 6 bonus points, well on a 0-0 you can see multiple players get 3 bonus points, but that keeps that almost keeps the points more averaged out. Rather than... The thing is, if you award more bonus points in a 6-0 game, the players that have already got loads of points for that 6 goals, for those 6 goals in the clean sheet, then they're going to get even more points. Whereas if you get a few players that get it 0-0, okay, defenders have already got a few points, but they get a couple of extra, and they keep up with the attackers that have... They don't keep up as such, but they don't fall so far behind. I'm going to stream on Sunday, probably. Monday will be Scoutcast. Yeah, Matt is missing the rest of the season, apparently. Yes, Ben Davies is a good option for Coleman. Scoutcast will be on Monday, yeah. Oh wow, check this out. This is pretty cool. Look at this tweet here. Someone's like mined all the Twitter data apparently. Maybe I'll follow this account. Sure, let's see what they're about. So they've mined Twitter data to see what words are most repeated with FPL. Injury status, captain, tips. FF pundits, FPL general in there. Mr. Ben Dinnery himself. Amazon? FPL Amazon? Okay, I don't really get that. It's only when the bonus points changes post-90 that people get annoyed. Yeah, exactly. Because they don't understand it. Like, even some of the big Twitter accounts don't understand it. Like, one of them was saying, for the whole Brunt Macaulay goal thing, it was something, they were saying something like Evans didn't intend to make the assist, or he only got a slight touch on it and it redirected. So it shouldn't be an assist. Like, it doesn't matter, he got the last touch. These are teams with these are Twitter accounts with loads of followers, and I don't know. Like I say, I think sometimes they just moan for the sake of moaning already. Mike, look at that, Andy WSM. They've missed out the 85. I've just noticed that there. Shame I didn't get an orange though. Stillman, time pick, scouts. Anyway, I thought that was cool. They're not even, it's not even the last bit they have to type, it's the bit in the middle. Showing the bonus points is supposed to make it more transparent. That's what winds me up the most, is people say the bonus points are biased or they're not fair. And then I kind of say to them, well look, they're black and white. It tells you exactly what they're going to get bonus points for. Every game is the same. And then you got people like, no, it's not black and white, it's fixed. And they're just idiots. You could argue to get rid of the bonus points. I don't like that. Just takes less points out of the game. See that, Killian? I wouldn't want to see bonus points go, to be honest. Maybe there's another Andy WSM. There could be. 59, 60 minutes black and white. Hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about bonus points and what they're awarded for. Let's not get into the 59, 60 minutes. Can't cope with that. Would you double up on Spurs defence in the short term? Potentially, depending on your other options, but obviously, like, people are starting to have the likes of Valencia and Alonso, so they might not have space for double Spurs defence. But if you're going to double up, that's a pretty good defence to do it on. Yeah, Sigurdsson does tend to tick over, but I'm not sure I want him as a captain option. Oh, I like him as a captain option this week. But that's just me. Yeah, see, Vertonghen will get that goal eventually, but longer term, I think Davies and Walker are better options. Extend the bonus point up to 5. I don't know how that would help. Remember when Fabregas at Arsenal got virtually every back every game? Yeah. It's a bit like man in the stands with Charlie Adam at Blackpool. He used to pick up 3 bonus points just for stepping on the pitch. Wouldn't expect any attacking returns from Davies. I don't know about that, to be honest. I think it could be good for him. I don't understand why strikers get more bonus for scoring in the midfield as well. You got to remember as well, midfielders get an extra point for every goal anyway. I think Davies could get some attacking returns soon. Oh yeah, polls. Let me have a look here. Sorry, I have to excuse the yawning. Where are they? Oh yeah, best Coleman replacement. So Valencia, Walker, Davies, or other. So it's probably an obvious one. Valencia is on 70%. Walker 14%. Davies 8%, and other 6%. And then Gameweek 34 captain. Oh wow, so Sanchez is 10%, Costa is 21, Vardy is 33, other is 35%. So people have obviously got different captain options in mind. See you later, Matthew. No Vardy for me. How's it going, Jack? I'm fairly settled. Like, I'm not going to do any more transfers, but I've put my captain on Mane. I don't know who to choose. You can see the poll top right hand corner of the screen. It's like a little eye you have to click on. Do you know what? It's funny you should mention Maguire, Fozzie. I was looking at him earlier thinking he's kind of gone a bit quiet between FPL heads. Filming, you do need to get yourself grabbed. Yeah, I think you have to do it through Google Plus. It's actually a bit annoying. I'm going to put Candyland on just for the towards the end of the stream. I don't think I'm going to go much longer. Is King a good captain punt? I'm happy enough just to have him. Yeah, I made my transfers. I did Coleman to Valencia. Obvious. Obvious and boring move, but it's done. Gravel with a properly filled 8. I know. Someone, if they want to design me a new logo, a new banner, etc., feel free. Get in contact. Right, where are we at with subs? I think we're on 983. Yeah, 983. So if you are new around here, before you leave the stream, don't forget to hit that sub button. We're on 82 thumbs up, so if we can get to 100 before the end, be appreciated. You done some to Ali. It's a nice mood though. I know Sanchez. I mean, Sanchez will definitely be my captain next week. This week, I don't know. I quite like Mane. Could be back on Costa by before deadline. Morning, Kokiat. Morning from Malaysia. Got to be looking at 1,000 subs by Sunday stream. Quite possibly. 17 to go. Slow down a bit now. I'm in Ireland. So yeah, I'll go back to England. Every now and again. I gotta go again in a few, like, just over a week. But I'll let you know when I can and can't stream. I'll probably, like I said, stream again Sunday this week. Monday Scoutcast. And then maybe I'll stream midweek on Wednesday if people are up for it. Oh, don't start putting Costa doubts in my mind. I don't think I'm going to captain Costa at this point, at least. Oh, I'm 7 points above you. Long may that continue. Yeah, I'll see you about Wednesday. Yeah. Who's top of the Let's Talk League? I think it's Felix, actually. I didn't see him tonight. I'm down to 50th place. Yeah, Felix is still up there. He's doing really well. Costa is the new Baines, never captain, never bench. That sounds fair to me. What's Koeman talking about on Twitter? Let's have a look. Oh, about Ireland. You know he's cheap, but Morse is not your cup of tea. The game week for Let's Talk FPL League started in Gameweek 23, I think. Who will be the bandwagon come Sunday night? Well, people that don't have Sanchez already want Sanchez, Ben Davies probably, and Zlatan. Right lads, I'm going to shoot off. Just last time before I go, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the thumbs up button, it'd be appreciated. Get to 100 likes tonight. Hope your game weeks go well. I'll tweet out my final team tomorrow with captains, etc. Kind of tempted to leave it on Mane. I think I'm off Costa now, so really it's just Sanchez or Lukaku, and yeah, I might stay on Mane, we'll see. It's kind of Mane versus Sanchez, like first game versus last game. I don't know. We shall see. Probably stream again on Sunday night. Again, I'll confirm that over the weekend. Thanks all for tuning in. I have kind of missed doing this. And just glad that it didn't crash tonight, because I used the same software as before. So looks like that's fixed. I don't really know what I did, but it's done. But yeah, I'll catch you on Sunday. Have a good weekend.